Okay, everybody there now? Oops. Hello, everybody. Terry, how do I get you in here? I'm assuming you guys can hear me now. I hope. I can't hear myself, so that's kind of strange and odd to me. Oh, hi, Connie. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for sticking around with me. I'm still trying to figure out how to get Terry up in here. I kind of ended our phone call, and that may have been a mistake. I was worried about getting chatter. So maybe I'll try calling Terry back. Or we could just try ending it and going back, but I'll get the hang of this soon, I promise y'all. Well, thank you, Connie. I appreciate that.
Hi.
Hey there.
You're going to hear it on yourself. Hang on just a second.
Well, thank you, Connie.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Hi.
Hey there.
On yourself. Hang on just a second. I got a lot of feedback. Hang on, I got to turn this down. So, if you ask Ed, Ed should know how to put the link in. I asked kind of, sort of, but I don't know if he's still in here.
Okay, I'm not sure. Hey, Ed, are you still there for the link? To drop the link?
Well, he won't be able to drop the link.
Or to tell me how to get the link? Let me see if I can grab it up here on this. Well, try again. Uh-oh. I might have just put myself in here on my
Let's see. It's all good.
Do I need to shut something down again?
Yeah, you need to turn your phone off speaker.
Okay. Hi. Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking with me. Heather Hopper, hello. Journey along with Shannon, hello. Nice to see you. So, yeah, this is my very first live, and it was kind of planned, but then not really planned at all. So, yeah, it's just going a little crazy. I mean, I appreciate everybody showing up. What we're trying to do is I was going to try to have somebody come up from the basement. What's that? Okay. Okay. So, yeah, so if anybody in there, this my phone a friend Terry's on the line with me. If anybody can put in the chat how to find the link for me to throw it up there to invite you all into the basement, I would really appreciate that. I think Crazy Ed, I think you know how to do that. If you're still in here, that would help me out a lot. Let me see if I can try to do something here. Invite a guest. I'm just going to start messing around. See what happens here. Mute, share, invite. Aha! All right. Let's try this. Now, Control V, paste. Hey, did I get it? I think I might have got it, everybody. Let's see here. Boy, this is so weird. I'm so tempted. I want to pick up my phone. Okay, so invite through email. I'm not really sure. Click on them in the basement and add them to the spring. Okay, I guess I'm not seeing anybody in the basement. Let's see here. All right, mute, stop cam, invite, click on them in the basement. Let's see here. Got that. So, no, yeah, we want to exit the solo layout. We want to go to that. It will be at the bottom of your screen if they're on. Invite. Hey, Shannon, I'm sorry. I'm reading everything you're telling me, and I'm not seeing anybody down here in the basement. So I'm gonna try to throw this link out here again and see if that changes things. I thought that this might go horribly bad today, but I didn't suspect that it would be this tricky for me. I thought I was kind of tech savvy, but not seeing that. So yeah, and I didn't test things out. Hey there, Jason. I'm a train wreck over here. Hey, wait, there's Terry. Terry?
Hi.
Hi, Terry.
You got me out of the basement. Awesome.
Yay, let me kill it. Oh, yeah, you already killed the phone.
Good. Let's see if I can find comments. All right, we got comments. We're good.
All right.
Everybody. I am off center here. There we go.
So cool. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. And Terry, thanks for being here. Boy, Terry's been fighting with me in the back, along with me in the background to get this going. So, Terry, tell us about your weekend. How was it?
It was a blast. We had an awesome time. Everybody, let's see, who all was there? We had, of course, Simple Life Reclaimed, Country Road Cure, Tim at Ridge Life, David from Come On Homesteading, Jared Crocker, The Real Matt Crocker, Paragon Ridge Ranch, Hat Creek Homestead, and I cannot remember, the other one was Cabin. Oh, I feel bad now. I can't remember.
Well, that's because I put you on the spot.
Dutch's Cabin something. I'll have to look to see what their name is. And Corey and Cynthia Davis were there, and they are amazing. They are awesome.
Yeah, I saw in the comments earlier that Cynthia said that maybe somebody had thought she was a troll or something. And Cynthia Davis, man, she's awesome. I see her all the time. I love chatting with her.
They're good people. Good people.
Well, hi, Heather. Dutch Creek Cabin.
Yeah, Dutch Creek Cabin. There we go. that was who was there.
Okay.
So, yeah. And Cold Beer Ranch was there. Trying to think.
Bear.
Eric at Greenhorn 1 Acre was there. And yeah, it was just a good time. We had a lot of fun. Did a ton of fireworks last night. Yeah, it was just a blast. Ate a lot.
Hi, Connie.
So, yep. And so, are you excited? First live?
I'm thrilled. I'm scared to death. But I decided just to jump in and do it. What the heck? So, before you guys left, for those of you in the room who aren't involved in the local Facebook stuff that goes on around here, there was a little bit of a tripod controversy that went on last week. So I've kind of been rearranging my stuff, sorting all my gear out, trying to put things together. And I meant to release a video today about what I thought was going to be a funny video about my tripods. And instead, I don't know. It seems like everything I try to do, it's like I've got to buy this piece or this piece. I need one more connector. So I decided. What's that?
I said, you're getting there, though. It takes time.
Yeah, I am getting there. So yeah, I decided let's go live. Let's just get something done, try something new. So here we are.
So I didn't say hi, Jason. Jason's Illinois Canerum. So, and then we had Heather Hopper, and Shannon helped you get into the thing. And
Yes. Now,
so,
and I'm seeing on the messages Heather Hopper's real name is Drew. Is this new news for you, Terry?
apparently, yes. Real name Drew. I don't know what that is. And yeah, there you go. Shannon said you're doing great. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Shannon's awesome too. We love Shannon.
So, do y'all want to hear a story about a little bit of small town tripod drama without it getting too in depth, without me making it into a complaint fest? But just to kind of keep it interesting. So we have a here in Pulaski County, we don't have a newspaper anymore, except for the Dixon Pilot, which it's a little bit north of the county. So we don't here in the central part in Waynesville. We don't have a newspaper anymore, but we do have a gentleman who has been doing. He's been going to all the meetings and recording them with a dictaphone and typing them all out, and he posts them on a thing called the Pulaski County Daily News on Facebook. And I guess it just really caught them off guard whenever I showed up at the commissioner meeting the other day, because he's a little spun up right now, and I don't know, the way I was reading it, it's like he was kept on trying to tell people what kind of gear I have and what I don't. So yeah, a little bit of tripod. Excuse me, smoker's cough, but I did quit smoking July 2nd. Gave Terry a little bit of an early birthday present. But so yeah, that's a little bit of the tripod thing that's going on.
Jason says small town drama. He's in the hair salon.
Oh my goodness, Jason, you are in the perfect spot for that then.
No, he's saying that's what it is. It feels like he's in the hair salon.
Oh, okay. All right. It won't always be small town gossip. Normally, it's going to be some history stories. Now, I am planning on implementing. We are going to do some juicy gossip on Saturday nights, but it's going to be historical juicy gossip. It's going to be for the Wayne's Vegas book that I'm writing. Terry, as you know, and we'll introduce the others to it. The area where we grew up at. It had quite the reputation at one point in time. So we're going to be covering I'm going to be covering some of that juicy gossip from the Wayne's Vegas era, from about the time Fort Learnwood was created till early 80s, somewhere in there. So that'll be on Saturday nights.
Our hometown used to be quite the rowdy little place. It was pretty much before. I guess it was a little bit during when I was around, but much before.
It got to at one point, because I have traveled around the world, well, not around the world. I traveled more whenever I was a military child before the age of 10 than I have in my adult life. But it's my travels, I've spent some time in Connecticut, spent some time in Michigan, but I've always, at one point, I've joked about carrying around. There's an old news or magazine article by an author named Ronald Lawrence, and the name of that article is called "The Sodom and Gomorrah of the Midwest," and that's actually about yeah.
That was a pretty good story. I think yours will be a little more in depth, but yeah.
I've actually reached out to his daughter, and hopefully, I haven't heard back from her yet. Sorry, I'm not used to talking on camera yet, so I feel like I got this crazy neck thing going on here. Sorry about that, but yeah. So hopefully, maybe there's some notes in his basement, because he did pass away. I hope I'm not reporting his death in an untimely fashion like somebody did to Mark Twain, but I believe he has passed away, and it would be awesome if those notes could be found.
Yes. Let's see. Illinois Canerum says can't Can't forget Corey and Cynthia. No. So you might tell people a little more about you. So I can tell you all, she is the local historian at this point. Yeah,
We can't forget Terry and Jan Primus, and
Yes.
Denise Severs. Absolutely.
Yes, but for all intents and purposes, as far as I'm concerned, you are the local historian. And wait, Mike said, I want everyone to know that Laura is a Navy vet, and I want to thank you for your service. So thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. I love you.
Awesome. So, and let's see. So what else can we tell them? You have done some graveyard tours, cemetery tours, fun stuff.
I try to make them fun. Thanks. I would have forgotten to bring that up. Yeah, I do a little thing down at the local cemetery here in town. It's called Tombstone Tales. And what I've done is I've researched all the folks who are buried at the Mitchell Cemetery is where I do it at now. I researched all those folks, and then I tell their stories in front of their stones and try to bring them back. And I try to bring them back. It's not like I'm out there with,
not holding seances.
No. Although I do have dowsing rods with me occasionally, not normally on the tours, but I have been seen in that cemetery with dowsing rods. But I promise you, I'm not doing any weird science kind of stuff. But yeah, I just try to tell their stories in a way that the next time you drive through town, maybe you'll look over at the old Stagecoach stop and you'll think about Judge Hill's wife. Judge Hill and his wife got married at the old Stagecoach stop. So that's just a way to think about them.
Yes. And then you also did some work a while back on the Poor Farm Cemetery, which was pretty interesting too. So that was quite the undertaking.
The Poor Farm Cemetery. Wow. Yeah. Whenever that started out, and you started with me on that one there, I didn't really realize that, I'd heard my grandparents say, whenever I was a kid, and I'd heard Grandpa Parrish even say it a couple times that, if you don't learn a work ethic, someday you're going to end up on the poor farm. And it wasn't just because of work ethic, but I didn't realize that there really was a poor farm until, surprise, found one 2 miles south of town with Terry. And so, yeah, that led into a whole lot of interesting stories.
Yeah. And what else can we talk about? So you've started the rhubarb part of which is going to be the commissioner meetings and so forth. So yeah, that should be interesting, especially to the locals, because the locals right now have no way to follow anything except for Pulaski County Daily News online, and they don't get to see the whole thing. So that should be interesting.
Exactly. And that's what the Rhubarb channel is about. It is going to give the local people a chance to see the meetings for themselves. It's a resource for everybody.
Right. And the commissioners were fine with it. You did talk to them. So.
Oh yeah. I didn't have a conversation with Clinton Jarrett that day. I didn't have a conversation with Charles Bassett that day, but I did have a very short conversation just asking permission from Dave Ernst, the county clerk, and from Gene Newkirk, the commissioner. Guys, I just walked in there. I was just going to watch a commission meeting, and I did have my camera with me. So I caught them off guard, kind of caught me off guard. And I thought the commissioners handled it very well. I didn't catch any hints that they didn't want to be on camera or anything like that. So the drama seems to be coming from somebody else.
Right.
But yeah, the Rhubarb channel will be good for the local people, and for the people on Downtown 66th to enjoy that small town feel, and how some of that, how the sausage gets made. That'll be a good resource for you too, because I do plan on talking about how the sausage gets made. We don't talk about that enough around here, and we need to make sausage, but we also need to have a plan for what kinds of sausage we're going to make and how we're going to market and brand those.
Yeah. So, and then you're also doing, as far as downtown 66, you're going to widen the scope. It's not just Waynesville. So it'll be the smaller towns along the area. So all the way out to Joplin and beyond, or, you can come visit us and we'll go up to 66.
Hey, yeah, I'm planning on coming to see you in July.
It
Saving
is
up,
July.
well, yeah, it is July. Yeah, I'm saving up the pennies to come see you guys towards the end of the month, and I think we're
Yes.
going to go to Sulphur.
Yes.
Um,
There is a
but yeah.
meetup in Sulphur, so we will be going there.
Sweet. Yeah, the stories, they're not just going to be about Waynesville. Of course, since I've been researching Waynesville and Pulaski County for almost 12 years now, I've got a wealth of stories from this area. But we're going to be covering some small towns north and south of the Fort Leonard area in the Ozark Mountains. We're going to cover, like I've got a great story about St. James that I haven't told about. There used to be a doctor in St. James named Dr. Frankenstein. Well, hey, we got to talk about Dr. Frankenstein. I can't let that story just sit in a book with dust on it. We got to bring
Right.
that out.
No. And let's see, I can't remember when you were in Arizona, when you visited, did we go up? I don't think we went up towards Route 66 in that area. I can't remember. Yeah.
No, we didn't have
we
the
kind of
opportunity.
missed that. Yeah, that'll be fun if you could.
Jason has a question.
Yeah, Jason said, yes, how far are you traveling on 66? So she's based on 66. She's right off of 66 in Waynesville, Missouri. And I'm sure she will be doing some traveling. Not sure how far right away. That'll come as time goes, I'm sure, but you can let them know that and how far you plan on going with it.
Yeah, right now the gas tank is on empty, so we're gonna be hanging out pretty much downtown Waynesville for a little bit. And as things continue to grow, we'll be branching out and making road trips. The funny thing is I'm terrified to drive across bridges, so I don't know. I might have to have to.
Yeah, I mean, she does like taking pictures of bridges. Absolutely.
I love taking pictures of them, but the last time I went on a road trip, I was headed down doing the old Blues Highway, going down Highway 61, and I was all confident in my driving and everything was going good. And next thing I knew, I was on that old tight bridge going across the Mississippi River at West Memphis, Arkansas. And after that, I try to look at the maps now ahead of time to see if I'm going to hit a bridge or not.
You gotta go across the bridge here and there. You'll be all right.
I'll just pull over and collect my thoughts and give it up to the Lord and go for it. That's my new style.
That's what you gotta do. So what else are you gonna be doing?
One of the things I'm looking forward to, and again, it's all the stuff that I'm implementing with this new equipment, but I'm really looking forward to getting back into the meat of telling the stories. Now, my glasses are crooked. Either that or I'm crooked.
Maybe your nose is crooked.
That could be too. I keep on telling people that I'm not straight, but I don't think they really believe me. But there we go. All right. So, I'm really looking forward into getting back into the meat of actually telling the stories. My leg has been bothering me just a little bit here lately, so I haven't been able to get out and walk around and stand in front of the buildings like I want to. But I'm working a plan for that, and just being able to tell those stories to where you're going to be able to click on to YouTube and you're going to be able to hear a story that's, maybe 4 or 5 minutes long. It's going to introduce you to somebody from the area's past, and hopefully it will teach you some type of a lesson, or maybe just, maybe it's just their unique way of standing out with you. But yeah, that's some new content that's going to be starting just as soon as I have the skill to implement it. I got the stories. Now it's developing these new skills.
So there's one person in particular, and I'm hoping I'm not giving anything away here, but there's one person that you've studied quite intensely, and he has ties to Waynesville and to Oklahoma.
Oh, I got a couple of people like that, but are you talking about Jink? My
I
bad boy
am.
Jink driver?
Yep. Yep. So those should be interesting. Hearing
Yeah,
those stories.
actually,
That'll
I'd
be a
like
good
to
one.
come down and see you a little bit sooner because, yeah, Zink, he's got a trail of newspaper clippings from here to your front door practically. So, yeah, maybe I'll get to come down a couple days early and we'll go do some Zink stories.
There's some good outlaw tales going across Route 66. I know for sure. Jesse James, he's another one. Merrimack Caverns. That would be a good one for you to go into too.
Oh yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
the guy behind the story, behind the Jesse James stories at Merrimack Caverns, Lester
Oh, yeah.
Dill. What a great marketer. I mean, that guy, he was pretty innovative. He actually they said that he created the bumper sticker because what he'd do is he'd have people pull into that front room of that cavern and roll down their windows. And while they were touring the cave, all that fresh, cool cave air got in their cars. But while they were in the cave, he'd also hang a little sign on the back of their car that said Merrimack Caverns. And so they say that he created the first bumper sticker. I admire Lester Dill. What a great marketer. I tell you, another great marketer. He does things a lot different. Sometimes he goes a little bit more overboard than what I care for with my own personal taste. But hey, that Louis King guy up there at the Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store, what a great marketer. That guy, he's larger than life. And I'm looking forward to getting to sit down and talk to him soon. We had a phone conversation the other day. We're going to be meeting in person here soon. Maybe we'll be on a live together soon.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, Uranus is the name of the town that he has created outside of St. Robert. And he's the mayor, for lack of a better term, I guess. But he is quite the interesting character, and he has really made that place pop out there. I've seen, if anybody watches Jason Crocker, Jason had a cup from Uranus. So that's what that was. But it's Uranus Fudge Factory, and I don't know what all he's got out there now, the axe throwing and all kinds of stuff. I think he's getting ready to put some new restaurants in, or I don't know.
Yeah, he's ready to put in a miniature golf course. It's going to be called Putt Pirates.
All right.
That makes me laugh, yeah. But yeah, that guy, he's a great marketer.
Jason said he's got a half hour of light. He's taking us to the garden with him. So thank you, Jason.
Well, thank you, Jason.
And he said he drove past that on the way to the meetup because he traveled down 44 to get here because he's from Illinois.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to let everybody know who was driving down 44 to stop. Actually, the fireworks tent that I work at, I took this year off, but the fireworks tent I work at is just right across the interstate from Uranus Fudge Factory and General Store. So next year, as everybody's traveling to Interstate 44 during fireworks season, you'll have to come see me at that tent. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Looking to see if I'm missing any chat. I don't think so. How many people? We got 5 people watching. All right. And we've got 8 thumbs up, so that's good.
Excellent. I was kind of hoping that maybe some of the locals.
Oh, Hoop's in here. Hi, Hoop.
Oh,
he said hi,
Nate. Right?
Yeah. Good day. he said hi there, downtown 66 and Terry. How are y'all doing today? Well, I'm good. We just got back from Simple Life Reclaimed and Country Road Cures 41.36, and that was awesome. And now I'm here with Laura on her live, so she can kind of get her name out and tell people what she's all about. And there you go. And hopefully you're staying moist there, Hoop. Oh, and there's LG. She says she's one of the 5.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Brenda.
Baker. Yeah, Brenda Baker. We love all these people. They're great. No, she said she just hadn't said anything till now. She was just listening to the stories. That's what
it's because she couldn't get a word in edgewise.
So if y'all have any questions, now would be the time. Get them in there, and Laura can answer those for you. Yeah, I've known Laura since I was 15, 16. Yeah.
You were 15, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was 14. We met in Mr.
Right before I
Fraser's
started.
algebra class.
Yeah, right before I started driving, I think it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
timed that right, didn't I?
Yeah. She knew she'd be able to get car rides.
Yeah, that was a power move that my parents didn't see coming. Every once in a while, I surprise people. But I tell you what, that worked out being the best thing ever for me, because here we are, still best friends all these years later.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Hoop said he is staying moist. So hey, there we go.
Excellent. What was that you were telling me about that you got? Was it a T-shirt from Hoop that you're looking forward to?
I ordered it. Yeah, I ordered a T-shirt from him, and it's like "Peace out and stay moist." So yeah,
so
love that.
Hoop, once my channel's grown a little bit, and I'll be getting one of those shirts from you too, buddy. That's just too funny to pass up.
Yeah. Hoop's awesome.
See, there's a lot of people in the area that have only seen the business side of me. They don't realize I actually do have a great sense of humor. Sometimes I'm funnier than I actually am, or I think I'm funnier than I actually am. But hey, I can throw down a chuckle and a laugh. And sometimes I can just do a jig.
Yeah. There you go. Brenda wanted to know if we went to school together and where. So do you want to answer that?
Go ahead, Terry. I've been doing all the talking. Let's let you do a couple of minutes there.
Oh, well, I've been doing a lot of
All right.
So yes, we did go to school together, high school, and it was in Waynesville, Missouri, just outside of Fort Leonard Wood. And Laura was a military brat, so.
Yeah, my family roots actually go down to the Boot Hill of Missouri, down around Bollinger County, Stoddard County. But my mother was married to a guy by the name of Huffman, Mr. Huffman. He's deceased now, but Mr. Huffman was a veteran. And whenever he came back to the States, and we came back with him, I was 10 years old. Yeah, I've been in the Waynesville area since I was 10, but still a lot of people don't think I'm a local.
Since you were 10, that pretty much makes you a local. Yeah.
Well, you see, you got 10 years on me just because you were here, not the difference in our age, just because you grew up here from the time you were a baby.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah.
It's funny now my brother Jeff, and I've got two brothers. One of them has passed away. My brother Stevie, rest in peace, brother. But my brother Jeff, he went to Waynesville schools throughout his whole career, even though the first schools he went to were on Fort Leonard Wood. But because they were part of the Waynesville School District, he's one of the few that is the whole K to 12. But I'm not sure if he gets considered a local or not. I don't.
I think you're all local. You've been there long enough. I don't know. I know, if you're like 12 years old, then you're a local, you would live there all your life, but do you really have the knowledge? No. So yeah, you're a local.
Local's a weird word in a transient military community. So it takes on different meanings for different folks. And I hope our conversation didn't put anybody's meaning of local down.
Brenda Baker said, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you so much, Brenda, and thanks for keeping me on track, Terry. I like to talk, and I don't read real well. So
you read fine.
It's just my screen. It's so small.
See. That just sounded wrong. I don't.
Well, hey, if some people want to think I'm an Ozark Hillbilly and I can't read, that's fine. More power to you. I'll act like I can if that makes you happy.
Actually, I think there might be something to that one too. Some skits, maybe. There you go.
Hey, I do have some skits planned. Yeah, it's just hey, Kyle's done with fireworks now. He got done. I guess they packed up the truck about 8:00 this morning, but I didn't bust on him too hard because it's his birthday today. He just turned 13 today.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, nephew Kyle.
Happy birthday, Kyle. So
Brenda, thank you. Thank you for loving my videos. They're gonna get better, I promise. Even and just
you,
yeah.
you read that. I didn't have to read that one.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I'm joking. All right. So what else? Yeah, I want to see more of your videos because I worked on the first few, but now it's I want to see what you got, what you can come up with. I'm sure it'll be better than whatever I did.
No. If it hadn't been for you, it would have been a go. So yeah, moving on to the editing. That's the next stage.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Hey Brenda, where are you at on 66? While we're waiting for Brenda to type that, I know there's some people that are wondering why I'm promoting licking
Wildcat.
Yeah, the licking Wildcats. Number one, it's because I really love saying the licking area. It makes me laugh, and it always has. Davenport, I'm not familiar with that. What state are you in? Oklahoma. Okay, that must be one of the smaller towns that I'm just not familiar with yet. Oklahoma's doing a great job of promoting themselves. So applause to you guys. Missouri could use a lot of lessons from. We could follow in Oklahoma's footsteps for sure. It wouldn't hurt us any.
Yep. Hoop said 11 likes on this video. Yeah, great job. And if you haven't smashed the like, do it. Absolutely. Yeah, I think everybody has been really good about that. Yeah,
I appreciate that. So we're not stepping on anybody's toes tonight, are we? Because I was just planning on just kind of testing this out. I want to make sure I'm not over anybody.
Yeah, I don't think so. Normally Robertsons would be on now.
Yes.
But they've had a bit of a family tragedy, I guess. I don't know how to put that.
Yes, everybody who's out there, yes, be sending some prayers and some good thoughts and some good karma towards Robertson's Bellyacres. They're dealing with a death in their family, and they could just use a little bit extra loving from everybody right now.
Absolutely. Brenda said that's between Chandler and Stroud. We are at the halfway mark between Tulsa and Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay. Stroud, that's the one with the leaning water tower, I think. See, look, Brenda, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to cruise down Route 66 on Google Maps tonight and kind of get a better look at that, and not bring in about any disrespect on our moment for the Robertsons family, because that's valid.
Yes. Hoop said he just got out of bed. Great little wake up.
Nice.
And Jason said you're doing good. Keep going.
How's your garden doing, Jason? You still got daylight out there? And Hoop. So I'm trying to get learning everybody's time zones, because we got some I've been interacting with some of the Ridge Life family, and lots of people from Canada and Australia, and so it's kind of cool interacting with the whole world like this.
Yeah. Well, and I think Hoop's probably about on the same, give or take an hour, same time zone we were on when we were in Korea. So that should give you a better, feel for where. So when we're getting ready to go to bed, he's getting up. That's basically. Or when we're getting up, he's going to bed. That's pretty much how that worked.
Yeah, what did it take me, like 3 years to finally figure out your Korea schedule?
Yeah.
I had a hard enough time with the Arizona schedule when there wasn't daylight saving time. And I'm just realizing my zit here, boy. It looks my zit gained 10 pounds on the camera.
Oh wow. Yeah. It'll go away.
I need to quit picking at it.
And Jason said he's fighting cucumber beetles at the moment. That's horrible. I got 4 cucumbers off my plant the other day, so I was happy with that. I haven't had cucumber beetle. I have more problems with my tomatoes.
Were the turkeys super enthused to see you when you got home?
Yes. They were happy.
Pip
They were
and
happy.
what's the other one's name?
Peep. Pip and Peep. Yes.
Yeah, and turn that into a tongue twister and say that after I've had a couple of shots someday, and we'll see what that comes out like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then I had to deal with the rabbit tragedy. So that was sucky. Yeah, I got home and we're watching rabbits for our son and daughter-in-law, and there are 5 of them, and did not know one of them was pregnant. And I got home and it was just really lethargic acting, and I didn't know what was wrong with it, and it just looked nasty on its rear, like, yeah. And so I cleaned it all up, and it was just lethargic. And then I went downstairs, I went back up to check, and there were 2 baby kits that did not make it. So yeah, that was a sad moment.
You're not
So
supposed to make me tear up on camera.
sorry. So yeah, I'm dealing with that, and
Oh.
I think the bunny's okay now. So we'll
Sometimes
see.
Mother Nature makes us weep a little bit. It's all
Yeah.
all part of the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the only bad part when we got home. Everything else was good. The dogs are happy. They got baths and got their nails trimmed. They had a spa weekend, so that was good. And the chickens laid, well, including today, 20 eggs over the time we were gone to tonight. So yeah. So they were good. Everybody's
Eggs
good.
for days.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Hoop was asking Jason how he's doing, and he said he's good, and asked Hoop how he's doing. So, all right. So off of my weird segue there. So, what else do you have going?
Well, let's see here. Yeah, I just I completely redid the house last night. Well, not last night. Actually, I worked on that on your birthday while you were driving down to the 41.36.
Mhm.
I kind of did some house rearranging.
You do have a Downtown 66 page on Facebook if everybody wants to go check that out. And I think you had pictures on there of the new studio.
Yeah, basically, I'm living in my studio right now. The new studio is my living room.
Yes. It's kind of like 2 old people on a couch, though. They're in, they just
Exactly, except
moved.
not as cool.
Yeah, they moved from Studio Z to Studio Y because, they got monetized. So yeah, they moved over and they're in Studio Y now. And yeah.
Hey, speaking of getting monetized, looks like you guys made some big steps this weekend. You guys picked up. You had to have that had to be a great feeling. I had fun watching you guys grow this weekend.
Yeah, it was a big boost, huge boost, and we're thankful for everybody that helped us do that. Everybody there helped us. They were all great, so we're very thankful for that. Brenda, yes, we are going to the Sulphur Meetup. Laura is going to the Sulphur Meetup.
I am.
So yeah, we will see everybody there for sure. So, and so your studio, you got that, and everybody should go to Facebook. Oh, and then you have the Rhubarb Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I need to update the website. The website is actually downtown-66.com. I haven't devoted as much time to that as I should, but yeah, there's some links there, and there's some links in the descriptions on my video. But yeah, I try to have a page and a group right now for each kind of thing that I'm doing. The Downtown 66, that playlist is going to primarily be where I'm telling the historic stories, whether I'm out in the field telling them or telling them from the comfort of my chair with some pictures and stuff going on the screen to describe things a little bit better. I'm gonna have Downtown 66 Life. That's just going to be about, more about just, who I hang out with, what I do. I got to tell you, me and my close-knit friends around here, we're all kind of geeky. So, we think about economic development a lot more than we probably should. So, there should be some good content on there just to geek out on. I was kind of thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I could get me one of those, those signs that says on live, on air, and hang it out here by my window? Because for people that are familiar with the KC radio station in the 70s in St. Louis, anytime they were on air, they actually had a front window, and people could go knock on that window, and and the DJ would play the song that they wanted to hear next. So
That's
of
cool.
course, I'm not gonna be messing with playing those songs and getting no copyright stuff, but I don't know, let's do something fun.
Yeah. People could come knock on the window and join you in your chat.
Exactly.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and so just know that anytime you come through the door now, unless you've prearranged it with me, I'm not going to guarantee you that you're not going to be on camera unless you prearranged it with me.
And thank you all. Yeah, this community is amazing. We are so happy to be a part of this community. It's been awesome. So,
oh my goodness, the people that I've met through you guys, because Mike and Terry, they led the charge with YouTube, and I know that they'd been watching even whenever they were in Korea.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay as much attention to it as I should have been. Really, I didn't. But and so now they've led the charge, and I'm following in their footsteps, and I'm getting to meet interact with some of the same people. And yeah, it was like instant family, and it's a great feeling.
I just saw Brenda said if I needed to get rid of some eggs, she'd buy some at the meetup. I'm sure I will have plenty, and if you want me to bring some, let me know. You don't have to pay for them. I'll just bring you some eggs. It's all good.
See, that's why I love this.
And let's see. Hoop said there's nothing wrong with being geek. He says he's a big comic dork. So and he does all the treasure hunt stuff too.
Yeah. Me and him, we need to spend a little bit more time hanging out, doing some stuff. And that's part of why with these lives now I can kind of get to know people better, because I was having a hard time typing and keeping up with y'all in the chat. So I thought, let's just go face to face and bring people up from the basement, and let's just all get to know each other.
Yeah.
Hi, Moonsprout.
Yeah, there we go. Hi, Moonsprouts. And so back to what else you will be doing.
Well, I'm see we're pushing close to 8 o'clock, so let's go ahead and start winding this down, just in case there is some people that are getting ready to go live. I don't want to be stomping all over everybody, but yeah, the 3 main channels that we're looking at content as far as the playlist on my channels, Downtown 66, that's where you'll get the history. Downtown 66 Life, that's where you'll get more of me than you'll actually be able to stand. The Rhubarb playlist, that's going to be, I'm really, really concerned about economic development in my area. And I just, I want to focus and I want to open up a channel for people to be able to talk about economic development in my area, as well as other small towns. So
Right.
that's going to be about.
All right. That's awesome. And let's see.
Thanks,
Hoop said he'd love to talk to you more about that. And Brenda, I'm sure everybody can tell you all about YouTubing, and you definitely need to start a channel. Absolutely.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
fun.
Brenda.
It's fun. It's great. We have made so many friends, and it's just awesome.
Absolutely. And Brenda, yeah, don't wait until the meetup. I mean, if you need to wait up to the meetup, for your timing to be right, well, then by all means do it. But
And you can always hit
like
me.
you need to. Just start anytime.
Yeah.
Actually, if I had known this morning that I was going to be doing a live tonight, I probably would have laughed and said, no, but I just threw it in, and here we are. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with you, Brenda, down there. Absolutely.
Yeah, and absolutely, Brenda, if there are questions that you have, I don't know that I'll be able to answer them because I am fairly new too, but I will do my best. So, and you've got my email, so shoot me an email and let me know.
Yeah, and everybody, my email, it should be in my descriptions. It's not in the description on this right now because I didn't know even then that I was actually really, really going to go live, but I'll get that out there real quick. And everybody just email me, and then I'll give you my cell phone number. I'm pretty good at texting. Yeah, I want to be a resource and friends. So yeah.
Yeah, and she said she doesn't have a clue on how to start or what to do it on. So if you have a cell phone with a camera and a microphone, that's all you need. And you can just start doing videos about whatever interests you that you think will interest other people. And or if it just interests you, that's fine too. Because
Yep.
always somebody will be interested. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I tell you what, just coming on, this is my first time going live, and luckily I didn't have to struggle with that, where you were just talking to the camera. Um, everybody else discovered how to bring people up from the basement before me to help me out. So
Yeah,
I
and
can
everybody will help always.
yeah, and having you here on this live with me, Terry, I'm so comfortable. So Brenda, you might look at jumping into some lives next time. I go live. I'm always going to have people who, if you want to come up in the basement, come up,
Yeah.
come up. So
Well,
yeah,
and I can tell you, Connie White was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still in here or not, but she went on who's LG's? I can't remember. She went on somebody's live, and I was in that live as well. So yeah, I think it was LG's. It was LG's live. So, but yeah, she went on there, and she is a subscriber. She does not have a channel. So yeah, Brenda, do that. Jump in. That'll make you more comfortable doing the video part of
Yeah.
it, the live part of it. And yeah, we'd all like to meet you and know you too. So that'd be great. And usually, like if you look, she put a link in at the top that I could click on, and it took me to the page to go in to do the live. So
Hey, and Jason, hey, Sasha Lynn, come get your kennel. It's my borderline personality border collie.
yeah,
Sorry about that. Jason, yeah, hook up with us. I didn't know what I was doing for the first 10 minutes of the video. Everybody was just kind of hanging out while I was trying to figure it out. So we'll get you going too, dude. I didn't know what I was doing, but look, here I am. So we got you on that. Sasha Lynn.
Oh, Brenda, you're usually in Colorado all summer, and that's what you wanted to do, but you're not going this year. But Colorado's gorgeous. We lived in Colorado. So yeah, it's beautiful, and that would be great. But I'd say just where you are, there's always things that if you think it's pretty or interesting or anything, you can film it and people will watch.
Absolutely. I tell you what, my channel seems to be a little bit different than I'm not really in the homesteaders niche, if you will. But the reason why I'm here is because I love what the homesteaders are doing. I love the just the mindset, the way of thinking that goes with it. I watched a video where I believe it was Sunny's Place, where she was talking about her legacy for her son, and that just made me cry. I mean, like real bad.
Tears. Yeah. That was an awesome video. Yeah.
So just tell us who you are, Brenda.
And
if
Hoop's
you don't have
right.
to go out of your way and do anything, you can just.
Yep.
What
Hoop's
makes
absolutely
you?
right. Hoop said Brenda would get a huge following straight up, as she is always opening her heart to all of us. And she does.
Absolutely.
And she is a great person, and we love her. So yeah, we just want to know about you. So
Hey, Jason, that's how I feel too. I'm not a homesteader, but they took me in. I'd tell you what, maybe someday we might actually start seeing the Spring City Farms playlist, though. I'd like to be able to start something with some microgreens at some point. I think the restaurants down here, I think that would be something that would bring them up to another level. I
yeah.
don't know. Economic development. See, I can't stop thinking about it. I'm such a geek.
Yeah. No, that's cool though. Yep. So you wanted to go ahead and wrap up because we're at an hour, which is awesome. Good first live. Very good. And don't worry about the first few minutes because we all had issues when we first started. So, and I still have, we're still having issues. We were sideways on our live the other day because my phone had rotation locked. So yeah.
It worked out okay though, because Sasha was laying on the couch sideways with her head hanging off funny, so she was able to watch it just fine.
Yeah. Oh, and Jason Jason said the reason that he chose his name as his channel is so he could do whatever he wanted. It's simply his last name and his state. And that's a great way of doing that. Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah, and he's not too far away. We're going to have to get together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in the interest of winding this down, I'm sorry I'm trampling right all over you, Terry. But Terry, thank you so much for showing up and coming up out of the basement. I'll probably have you back a couple of times until I'm able to put my big girl panties on.
I'm here.
All right. I love you for it. Everybody else who showed up tonight, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Of course, I always want to make sure that everybody knows that I appreciate all of our veterans. I encourage you to thank all of our veterans. I also encourage everybody to be kind to each other. And I'm going to end this by saying peace, love, and light from downtown 66, Waynesville, Missouri, in the gorgeous Ozark Mountains. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.